Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to DC Universe Online. I'm of course Trex for Stats Revamp 1.3. This new, not really a new 1.3, not a new phase, but we're continuing on with 1.3 with some new changes. Not necessarily for what I'm about to do, but we're still working on the play from the tray loadout, and I switched some things up a bit to see how it would work. So let's take a look at our loadout. The loadout that I'm using is going to be Electrogenesis, Arc Lightning, Voltaic Bolt, Tesla Ball, Tesla Blast, and Ionic Drain. So here's the reason behind it. So I moved my loadout around where the higher cooldowns are closer to the beginning of my rotation. It's just how my thought process is due to all my years in WoW. So I'm using Electrogenesis first so I can pop the dots on it. Since Electrogenesis doesn't use anything from electricity, it's not going to be too detrimental outside of the rotation. So after we use Electrogenesis, we pop over with Arc Lightning to apply the electrified power interaction. Voltaic Bolt being the big hit, extra damage for electrified and adding a dot. Tesla Ball, electrified interaction, doing some damage and stunning. And then Tesla Blast, so I can basically use it as a spam. It's going to do extra damage to electrify enemies, and it's the low power cost, so I want to actually spam it, similar to how I did with Sorcery in Vengeance. And then we have Ionic Drain as the 35% execute. That also does extra damage from electrified enemies. So one cool thing to note about this is while crowd control wise, Arc Lightning will actually stun enemies. And then here comes Voltaic Bolt, and then Tesla Ball will stun enemies again. So, take a look at our spec here for stats. 20 points in the critical attack chance, giving us 20%. 20 points in the crit attack damage, giving us 40%. And then I put 119 into power. As a play from the trade loadout, you need to put everything into power. Once you get to a certain point into power, it will increase. It will start gradually climbing higher and higher. So then it makes our stats here as so. Our power is at 23,926. Probably like maybe one more point, probably knock it up to 24k. Our might is at 9058. This is base might. I didn't put any skill points into it. And also a new thing that they updated with the stats revamp is they gave us the formula to find the damage, to figure out how much damage where this number came from. And it's going to take some theory crafting. I'm going to let the theory crafters out in the game do it. I will try my hand at it because why not? And then of course we have all of our crits down here. These are in percentages, okay? So as far as I can tell, it's going to be a 6.5% increase in critical attack damage and a 25% chance on weapon attack chance. Same here with abilities. A 6.5% critical attack damage and then 25% crit chance. And that's all the stats. That's all we got. So without further ado, let's go in and see how this loadout works. This is my first time using it, so I might feel a little rusty, but we're going to try our best. So, Electrogenesis, Arc Lightning, Voltaic Bolt, Tesla Ball, and then we got Tesla Blast. Now I'll even use Tesla Ball again. Alright, everything came at me really fast, really hard. Probably having a shield ability would probably be helpful. Or even a knockback, really. But let's see how this rotation goes again. So, Electrogenesis, Arc Lightning, Tesla Bolt, or Voltaic Bolt, Tesla Ball, and then we'll just spam Tesla Blast. Now I'll even use Tesla Ball again. And everything's dead. Let my health gradually climb back up. Electrogenesis, Arc Lightning, Voltaic Bolt, Tesla Ball, and then Tesla Blast. And then we'll use Tesla Ball one more time. There. My health is the amount of health getting done to me is about getting close to that 50%, and this is still all on trash mobs. Oh, I messed up my rotation. And test the ball.
Thank you. That should allow us some breathing. Fighting a two-front battle is wearing us down. My warriors have reported.
So again, stream chat. If you guys see anything you want to talk about at the end of the video, please make note, and we will discuss it. So where's your partner? He's by his lonesome. Whatever. I'll let it get closer. Electro, Arc, Voltaic, Bolt, Tesla Ball. Now, of course, you can use Arc Lightning again for some heals. Ooh. That got a little hairy. But through this trash that we have here, I mean, everything died before I did, luckily. And I could have popped a soda too. Alright, so Electrogenesis, Arc Lightning for a stun, Voltaic Bolt. And now we're just going to spam. Messing up the irritation a bit because of cooldowns, but that's okay. Alright, so just on trash, I'm not disliking it. I mean, it's nice to just have a spammy with Tesla Blast. I mean, I'm not going out. Now, Tesla Blast has a .0017. Is that what it was? Let me look at the cooldown one more time for Tesla Blast. .017. That's so fast that I feel like the red circle doesn't even catch up. So, Electrogenesis, Arc Lightning, Voltaic Bolt. Here comes the Tesla Ball and the Blast. It got me down to like 50%. And of course, we're about to go fight Faust, so this will give us a better indication on how this rotation really goes against the boss. That's right, it's not hairy for the bearded wonder. I really need to shave. As this long, awkward pause of a load screen. There. Everybody's dead. Alright, so this is kind of where it comes into the struggle. Now, all the other times I have been destroying the portal. I think this time around I want to try and do it without destroying the portal. So let's see how this goes. So Electrogenesis, Arc Lightning for a stun, Voltaic Bolt, Tesla Ball, and we'll get a Blast. And we'll use crystal. Now, one thing I'm not doing is basically using my... I'm not using my soda at the moment. I'm also not allowing my... There it is. Ha! Loser. Boop. Boop. I was trying to block break him. Now, it's still awesome that Arc Lightning does provide a heal. There's a Voltaic bolt for you, jerk. And I'm actually wanting to wait, because I want to use Electrogenesis for the ads. And this time I actually might use... Yeah, let's go ahead and use it. Blast! Blast! Ah, darn it. Comes the others. We'll take a bolt. Test the ball. Shoot, use my soda. And that actually didn't work out badly at all. Take a bolt. And Arc Lightning again. Stop all that. Stab it. And Voltaic bolt. Shoot.
Faust's attempt to utilize the chaotic energies of the underworld is just one of the unintended consequences of Ares' fuck.
Huh, I wonder if I already got the... Yeah, I probably should have stayed if I got that feat. I don't know. I think I probably get the feat when the actual instance is done. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've gotten it. Pretty sure it pops up when you actually defeat them. Did it show up over here? It did not. Oh well. Oh well, that's ends wells. Electrogenesis, Arc Lightning, Voltaic Bolt, Tesla Ball, and spammy spam. Tesla Ball again. See, with Electrogenesis, it doesn't even register to them until it's too late. So by the time the first Electrogenesis first dot pops up, yep, I'm already casting Arc Lightning. That like 0.017 cooldown is just irking me. It shouldn't, but it does. Alright, so let's actually see how this goes.
I am Artemis, born of the lost Amazon tribe, the Bana Migdal. I was a warrior without a home until this woman.
The Bana Migdal.
To protect her from those who wish to pry.
Oh, I didn't even use Ionic Drain on Faust? I just realized I never even used it on Faust. That's on me. That's completely me. Okay, so we have our healing crystal over there in case we need it. I want to use it only in, you know, deterrence. So let's start off. Electrogenesis, Arc Lightning, Voltaic Bolt, Tesla Ball, and Blast. And of course block. How to do it. Don't hate me for it. Hate the player, hate the game. Using it. I'm also right here on the outside of it. Okay, bolt, please. Pop our soda. You're not very nice today. I want to use Voltaic Bolt. No. And here comes Arc Lightning. Use Tesla Ball. Use Tesla Ball again. Let's save up our power so we can use Voltaic Bolt.
They will take more than that to hurt me.
Arc Lightning, please. And... oh, thank you. We'll take Bolt, Arc, and Ionic. It's not Ionic Drain still just isn't... It's just like just missing its spark. I don't know what's missing. It's missing like its big oomph. I mean, I wouldn't expect it to do that much damage either. Yeah, see, 1400. That's what I'm talking about. That's good numbers. That's good numbers.
I say this, beware of meddling in the affairs of gods. Nothing is what it seems.
So where was Ionic Drains? Where did these 1400s come from? Was it because of the electrified PI and then this wasn't? No. Arc Lightning critically damaged, so it had to have gotten it. Where was this inconsistency from? Was it because Voltaic Bolt was on it as well? Because what'd I do? Because where's... If I can even find it. Alright, so it doesn't show me actually doing Arc Lightning. But I put Voltaic Bolt on. Yeah, there it is. Voltaic Bolt, and there's dot damage, dot damage, dot damage, dot, and yeah, all of a sudden like these two started increasing. That there's got to be something broken there that's being missed. Was it because I had so many dots on it that Ionic Drain decided to do it? Because during this Ionic Drain, all I had was Arc Lightning, and that's why I killed her. Hopefully, that's weird. Okay, so, alright, let's talk about the loadout. So, loadout was not that bad. Of course, once again, having a shield would have been nice. But, I mean, I was able to do at least about like half of a full rotation and half a rotation. Because I was able to do the initial Electrogenesis, Arc, Voltaic, Tesla Ball, Tesla Blast. And then kind of just spammed Tesla Blast a little bit until Tesla Ball was back up and running. And then I just used Tesla Ball. And then when Tesla Ball was done off its second, that's when the full rotation went back into Electrogenesis, Arc, Voltaic Bolt, Tesla Ball, and then, okay. So, I mean, of course, duh, you'll be able to get 2 Tesla Balls in one cooldown sitting of Electrogenesis or Voltaic Bolt. I mean, 6 and 12, duh. But, I mean, it wasn't bad. It was nice to have that spam of Tesla Blast. So thanks to Tesla Blast being that low power cost of a spammy, I wasn't really just running around like waiting for a bigger attack. I could still hit with that attack. It was just once the electrified PI was gone, I would have to wait for the power to come back. And at that time, you basically have your soda, you have your supply drop to get your power back in order to go and blow through another rotation. There will only be certain instances, if you're going for a feat, that you can't use your soda or a consumable. I think the trinket, I think supply drop is actually just a trinket though, so that should be fine. But it's another loadout that I'm okay with. It probably just needs a couple more playthroughs, like I've done with the others, to really get it fine-tuned. Now I like it. Because I mean, I could also switch out Voltaic Bolt and put Electrocute in, or I can take Tesla Blast out and put Electrocute in, but that takes away my spammy even though Arc Lightning could technically be my spam, because it will heal me, it will keep me healed, it will keep the Electrified PI on the targets. So I might run it like that. That's a thought, just a thought. But hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys much more. I'll see you guys later for more test server stats revamp testing.